All right. Good afternoon, everybody. How are you doing all? What a great event here, right? I was wondering, is that everybody lives in Singapore has been here in this in a fair today? It just seems like everybody in Singapore who can move, they came to the event. Thank you for Sesame invitation here today. I'm very honored to hear talk about why all girls boarding school. My name is Jing Zhang-Benavot. I am the director of international recruitment and retention at Emma Willard School. I'm asked so often, I heard all girls schools there's drama. Girls are so mean. Will my daughter know how to deal with boys if I send her to all girls school? So that's why I'm here today. And why all girls? I have some information to share with you. So based on a report from UCLA, the research found that female graduate students, girl students from single-sex high school demonstrated stronger and also stronger academic orientation and also higher levels of academic engagement, SAT scores, as well as confidence in math ability. That's why we're sending girls to all girls schools. And also, more data to show 83% of the girls graduates perceive themselves to be better prepared for college than girls graduate from co-ed schools. And also 13% of girls graduate majored in math science, we call them STEM field, while only 2% of girls who attended the co-ed schools majored in those fields. 13% versus 2%. So if your daughter or your relative's daughter, your friend's daughter who is interested in STEM field, this is a solid number there. I did not make up the number. This is based on multiple research, particularly this one from UCLA. And then also 80% of girls from girls' school who hold leadership positions after high school, meaning the majority of the girls who attended the girls' school, when they go to college, they are ready to take on leadership positions in the universities. I think it's probably because of the preparation, because of the training, the exercise, the experience they had from their previous all-girls schools. Let's see, we love words, it's difficult to read. Let's look at the figure. So we talked about academics, right? The higher score, more confidence in math. Now we're talking more about community engagement, how students feel like. Especially the parents who has concerns is all girls are so mean, the cultural, they hate each other, they hate boys. It seems like girls who at all girls school, they just don't like anybody but themselves. However, based on this survey, this research, they found for girls at all girls schools, they have tutored other students, which is 21, almost 22%, versus the girls at co-ed schools, which is only 15%. Meaning more girls at girls' school actually helped other students. And also studied with other students. Girls at all girls school, almost 55% versus 49% girls at co-ed schools. Meaning girls at girls schools, they had more interactions with other students, with other girls, than girls at co-ed schools. Does it make sense? I know it's a little bit complicated to understand this number. This figure is about the diversity, diverse interaction, because I think most of the schools here at the fair today were very proud about our diversity at our own school, our own institution. Sending your child going to a boarding school, that is something we're proud, and also the diverse environment will be something they're going to face. So going to all girls or co-ed, let's here have a look. So girls at all girls school, the tolerance of others with different beliefs. At all girls school, it's 50% versus 45% at co-ed schools. What's that mean? Right? Girls are more tolerant, more acceptable to people who coming from different belief, different background, and also ability to work cooperatively with diverse people. It's 61% versus 56%. Sounds like a more inclusive environment at all girls schools. And community engagement. We want them to do community services. We want them to contribute to their own community. We want them to help each other. Again, girls at all girls schools become involved in programs to clean up environment, 35% versus 31%. And also in community services, 50% to 42%. Again, I did not do the survey. I did not make out the number. This is based on research, based on science. And people may wonder why. Why there is a significant differences in both academic and also unacademic field. I tried to summarize, and here is what I would like to share with you. From the academic success point of view, as we know that girls and boys, they have different ways of learning. They have differences. They have different preferences, how they want to do their learning and teaching. Think about the teachers at co-ed schools. They have to use a way to teach both boys and the girls. The way they use may not be the best way for girls to learn. However, teachers at all girls schools, they only need to use the best method, best way to teach girls. They don't have to worry about boys. And also, if there are students sitting here today or parents graduated from school not long time ago, you may remember, boys can be loud in classes, right? Every question teachers ask, they seem like have a solid answer. But does that mean they have the right answer or they have the best answer or better answer than girls? Maybe no, but they're just sounds like more confident. They can speak out quickly. So in some way, in co-ed schools, girls might be living in the shadows of boys or does not get enough attention from teachers. However, at all girls schools, girls at the center of every stage. All the spotlight, the teacher's time, the teacher's attention is on girls. So all the resource, attention, support, help goes to nurture girls the best way to support them. Maybe that's why they achieved more than their peers from co-ed schools, particularly in the STEM field. And personal development, right? We send our kids to school, not just want them to get a great grade, perfect score. We also want them to develop as a human being, as a young scholar. So at all girls schools, we building self-esteem and self-confidence. We help students to encouraging them to the risk-taking and independent thinking. There's another data in different researches I have read showing girls graduate from all girls schools, they have higher critical thinking skills than their peers graduate from co-ed schools. I think that might be the reason why. And also, this is a place we nurture our students to develop as who they want to be, who they are. Empowerment and leadership. I think this is not hard to understand, right? At the co-ed schools, many positions, if not majority, leadership positions might be taken by boys. Again, at all girls schools, all the leadership positions are kept for girls, are given to girls. So there are many, by percentage, there are many more opportunities for girls to practice their leadership skills by going into all girls schools than co-ed schools. Hello there, you must have sisters or relatives who are girls there. And also there are data shows that the girls are, at all girls schools, they're much more involved in cultural or politically related activities and events. Again, because at these schools, we encourage girls to speak out. And also without boys being next to them, they may feel more comfortable to be who they are, to share their thoughts. As young teenager, think about it, boys around them. They may even have to worry about how their hair look like. They may even have to spend 30 minutes to an hour each morning to get their hair done. But at all girls schools, our students don't have to worry about it. They feel comfortable to be who they are, to show truly who they are. They don't have to worry about whether their dress is prettier enough or their shoes are fancy enough, because they dress the way they feel comfortable. They're not dressing up for boys. We have students use makeup. We have students use probably fancier jeans than I wear. But again, they do that for themselves. They don't do that for boys. So girls at all girls schools, they feel very relaxed. They feel like they don't have to worry about those kind of things. And another unique part at all girls schools is definitely will go to a strong sense of community. They bond those sisterhood since they are meeting at a high school level. They feel the safe space to explore and to express themselves to each other. And this picture I chose here was taken on October 17th. There should be 17 people. This is our head of school, Miss Jenny Rao. And the ladies, the lovely ladies behind her are 16 alum from Emma Willard School who graduated from 1961. This year, who is good at math in this room? How old they're going to be this year? I have present for you. Yes, 80. They're turning 80. And they met each other, became friends while they were students at Emma Willard. Since then, they have kept in touch with each other. Their friendship lasts for all these, how many years? I want to say 61. I could be wrong. From school until now, they're 80 years old, even though they're living all over the world. They were talking with each other where they want to celebrate, how they want to celebrate their 80th birthday. Just like, Singapore, in Singapore, 80th birthday is a big deal. In the US, it is as well. They all want to go back to Emma Willard to celebrate their 80th birthday, where they met each other. So they reached out to the school. We were very touched. We were very excited. We had them at the school, back to school for 2 days. It's actually 17 of them because one of their husband came along with them. These 16 ladies graduated in 1961. They went back to math classes. They went back to English classes. They went back to the dorms they used to live upstairs. That's what they wanted for their 80th birthday. Another story I want to share, earlier this year, unfortunately, we had a alum passed away. How did we know? Is because her lawyer delivered her will to the school. She gave every single penny she had to Emma Willard School. Altogether was $5 million US. The only thing she did not donate to the school was her cat and also her cat tree. Cat loves climbing up to tree. She left the cat and the tree to her neighbor, but left all $5 million to Emma Willard School. And in the will, she said, if not because of Emma Willard School, she would not become who she was. So this is the power and the beauty of all girls schools. And also earlier at my table, there were parents who had a concern, right? Whether all girls is a good place for my daughter. Or they heard all girls schools had very rigid, ridiculous requirement. That's not all schools, and there are co-ed schools may have similar cultural requirement, but at least for Emma Willard, this is a very liberal, this is a very open-minded, very old and a very new place. Old because Emma Willard has more than 200 years history. New because this is a place we embrace changes. We love new ideas. Our teachers are constantly thinking what this generation needs. What is the best way to teach this generation? So yeah, I also had moms stop by my table because she went to all girls schools and she had a great experience. Now she wanted to introduce all girls schools to her daughter. I always say there is no school that is perfect for everyone, but how to find the most fit school for your daughter, for yourself, is very important. That's all I want to share today, and I'm happy to answer any questions or address any concerns, worries you may have. Thank you. If any of the parents have questions, want to ask in Chinese, please feel free to do so. We have translator at back of the room. No, I'm kidding. I understand. I can I can understand Chinese. Great. Or if you have any thoughts, any feedbacks wants to share, also feel free to. Anybody here knows anyone went to all girls school? Yes, please.
I also went to all-girls boarding school back in 72 to 76. Our school is represented here as well. And I want to say everything you said is spot on about having the freedom to be ourselves, to have the friendships that last a lifetime. And till today, so for us from 76 till now, I have friends from boarding school that I talk to every day. So
I hope you also will go back to your school to celebrate when your 80 years birthday, okay? Thank you so much for sharing. Thank you. All right, I guess there is no questions. I will end the presentation session here, but feel free to stop by my table if you would like to chat more later. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Jing. First of all, thank you for coming again to this seminar, Why Girls Boarding Education. I just want to echo, we were in a rush early on. I was trying to get the crowd in here, so I didn't get to do a formal introduction to Jing. Jing obviously is the International Director of Admissions for Emma Willard School. For those who might not be very familiar with the American scene, Emma Willard is one of the top, if not the top, sought after girls' boarding school in America. All right, so this is indeed a school that generates leaders, not just academic leaders, but leaders for the world. And so this is something that I would very much like to encourage all families who might be curious about girls' boarding education to explore further. All right, it might not be for every family. Now, I just want to, as a testimony, I myself am a father. I have two daughters who have gone through boarding education, and guess where they went? They went to girls' boarding school. So, and I'm a consultant, and I've been doing consulting for 22 years. So there are merits to girls' boarding education. Is it for every girl in the world? No. All right? Frankly, no. All right? But for certain girls and for enough girls, I think more often than not, I think a lot of our teenagers now, they get a wrong perception, thinking that, oh, girls' school, ew, right? I mean, that's the first impression, right? But that is not the case. I mean, it's not like girls do not know how to handle a boys-girls relationship once they get into a girls' school. That is actually wrong, right? My daughter went to a girls' school in England, Benetton School, and all her friends, they have their boyfriends. All right, so to say the fact that I'm not encouraging or discouraging that. I'm just saying that to say that all girls schools, girls in an all girls environment, they somehow lack that sophistication in handling a relationship with the opposite gender. That is simply not true. All right, but on the contrary, when you are in your own gender environment, all girls in an all girls environment, you're a lot more free to express yourself. And for certain type of girls, it will encourage the self-confidence build up, as I've witnessed in my girls. So I'm not here to give a talk on this. I'm just here to give further evidence, a testimony to what was just being said is actually true. And so thank you for coming to this seminar. Please feel free to visit. We have a couple of girls' school here in our main event hall. Emma Willard, Ethel Walker. We have Madeira, yes, and Dana Hall, of course. So we have 4 top girls' boarding school right there. So please feel free to visit every one of them and get to know the differences as well. Thank you for coming.